Have you ever wondered how we move? How does the simple act of lifting a finger or taking a step happen? It's all thanks to the fascinating world of movement, an essential characteristic of all living beings, from the microscopic protoplasmic streaming in unicellular organisms to the grand ballet of a bird's wings in flight. Movement takes many forms. One of the most interesting forms of movement is locomotion. It's not just about movement, it's about voluntary movement that allows an animal to change its location. This isn't just for the sake of motion. Animals move for a variety of reasons, including in search of food, shelter, or even to protect themselves. And let's not forget our own daily movements, from reaching for the morning alarm to our evening jog. So, movement, as simple as it may seem, is actually an intricate and essential part of life. To understand movement, we first need to delve into the world of muscles. Our bodies house three distinct types of muscles: skeletal, visceral, and cardiac. Skeletal muscles, as the name suggests, are attached to our bones, and these striated muscles enable our voluntary movements. Visceral muscles, on the other hand, are found in the inner walls of organs like the stomach and intestines. These non-striated muscles control involuntary actions. Lastly, we have the unique cardiac muscles, the involuntary striated muscles that keep our hearts pumping. Now, let's zoom in on a muscle to its basic unit, the muscle fiber. Each of these fibers is packed with parallelly arranged myofibrils. These myofibrils contain sarcomeres, the functional units of a muscle. Each sarcomere is a beautifully organized assembly of thick myosin and thin actin filaments, which slide over each other to cause muscle contraction. So, muscles, with their unique properties and structures, play a vital role in facilitating movement. Now, let's unravel the mystery of how muscles contract to cause movement. It all begins with a signal from a motor neuron generating an action potential in the muscle fiber. This triggers the release of calcium ions from a storage unit within the muscle cell, called the sarcoplasmic reticulum. These calcium ions have a crucial role to play. They activate the actin filaments, a type of protein that forms thin strands within muscle cells. Once activated, the actin binds to myosin heads, forming what we call a cross bridge. Here's where the magic happens. The cross bridges tug on the actin filaments, causing them to slide over the thicker myosin filaments. This sliding action is what causes muscle contraction. But what about relaxation? Well, once the job is done, the calcium ions return to the sarcoplasmic reticulum, inactivating the actin. The cross bridges break, and voila, the muscle relaxes. It's fascinating, isn't it? How a complex sequence of events within our muscles allows us to move. But muscles aren't the only stars of the show. Bones and joints too play a significant role in locomotion. The skeletal system, the framework of the body, is divided into two major parts: the axial and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton comprises the skull, vertebral column, ribs, and sternum, forming the core structure of our bodies. The appendicular skeleton, on the other hand, consists of our limb bones and girdles, providing mobility and flexibility. Now, let's talk about joints, the connecting points between bones or between bone and cartilage. Joints are of three types: fibrous, cartilaginous, and synovial. Fibrous joints are immovable, like the sutures in our skulls, while cartilaginous joints allow limited movement, such as our spinal discs. The real heroes of locomotion, however, are synovial joints. These joints, filled with a lubricating fluid, allow considerable movements, from the simple hinge movement of our elbows to the complex rotational movement of our hips. And there you have it, the intricate symphony of muscles, bones, and joints that allows us to move. It's a marvel of nature, isn't it?